meet this target, we would need tremendous effort across various initiatives and also a very clear push towards a digital transformation, which is what led us down this road. And in terms of overall strategy, we realized that in order to answer that question of what it would take to impact a billion, we had to start with the heart and soul of what iECHO is, which is the iECHO model, which you must be familiar with, which talks about case-based learning, iterative guided practice, tele-mentoring, and collaborative problem-solving approach, which iECHO has pioneered over so many decades now. And over the years, through the model, of course, the community has grown. We have thousands of hubs around the world. We have a huge resource library of lectures, case presentations, and articles which have come up through the network. And in order to support this to the next level, now we are looking to invest in the digital strategy, which is essentially iECHO as a platform, which operates as a shared digital infrastructure to power the iECHO model, the iECHO community, and the library of content to support it. So what is iECHO? iECHO is a cloud-based digital platform for the iECHO movement. It is accessible on mobile as well as laptop devices. It's available at iecho.org, supports over 10 languages, most of the Indian languages, African languages, as well as European key languages where iECHO is active are supported, and we're actively adding more language support as well. In terms of the benefits of using iECHO for capacity building initiatives, there are several. The first is improved operational efficiency as a hub. iECHO, through its automations and technology, reduces the manual effort needed to conduct programs, hence lowering the cost for running large-scale programs. The infrastructure is also highly scalable, allowing you to scale to a large number of participants seamlessly, and at the back end, we handle the technology and the infrastructure capabilities for you. We also have automation and integration as far as data analytics is concerned, so that your data and reporting needs are taken care of. We've also invested heavily in security and privacy to make sure that we have a world-class infrastructure so that you can be sure that your data is safe and secure. And lastly, a key focus also has been the ease of use and participation, allowing anyone, even if they don't have access to a laptop or a fast internet connection, or they don't speak English, they can access simply with a mobile phone. So essentially democratizing access even further. So let's talk about some of the key features of iECHO. So the first sort of large category of features we have is called program operations, which allows you to keep track of all the iECHO activities in a single place. So we offer an end-to-end program management functionality in terms of creation and management of your iECHO programs. We also allow you to conduct multiple cohorts or batches of participants, so you can organize a complex program into multiple cohorts which can be conducted in parallel, or they can be conducted one after the other. We give you the tools and the techniques to structure your program as you may see fit. We also have advanced session scheduling tools which will allow you to do various kinds of scheduling, for example, automated bi-weekly schedules or monthly schedules. We also handle the time zone management automatically. So if you have participants in different countries or different time zones, then iECHO handles the scheduling and time zone conversion for you as well. We also have attendance capture, both individual attendance as well as group attendances. So if you have a participant site where 5 or 6 people may be joining together, essentially one person can tag the other people as well in the group, and everyone's attendance gets tracked automatically. And we also have the integration with Zoom built into iECHO. So as you know, iECHO has partnered with Zoom at a global level, so we have access to pretty much an unlimited Zoom infrastructure, and this allows us to, through our integration with iECHO, you can directly start a Zoom session, just click on the Start Session button, and essentially the Zoom window pops up, and you don't need to have any meeting IDs or passwords or worry about logging in separately into Zoom or whatever. So iECHO essentially handles all that integration for you. The next category of functionalities is around communications, ensuring that between your hub and your participants, the communication gap does not come. And iECHO does this in several ways. The first is a tool to send email notifications to your participants. So we have an email builder within the platform which allows you to customize your subject line. You can put in different formatting and customize this email and send it out to all of your participants in a single go. We also have automated reminders. So 30 minutes before every session, an automated email reminder and other channels as well go out. We also have WhatsApp integration. So for example, the 30-minute reminder will go out in certain countries. If the participants have registered on WhatsApp, then they will receive a notification there as well. We found this to be very useful in countries like India and also various African and Latin American countries where WhatsApp is very popular. The next category is on feedback and reporting. As I mentioned earlier, we have advanced reporting dashboards and maps, so you can keep track of a map of all your participants. These are all automatically generated based on the user data, so you don't have to worry about any kind of advanced data capture, and you can keep track of different metrics, for example, the average attendance or how many sessions and how many sites that people are joining from. We also have a customizable post-session feedback form, which easily allows you to conduct, session feedback without having to, use any kind of third-party tools and then data matching later on. So it's all integrated within iECHO itself. You can also download the data from iECHO into Excel so that you can analyze it at your own level if you do not want to use the automated reporting dashboards. So we give you that flexibility. The next category is content and certification. So iECHO simplifies all of your content and resource management. So all your didactic presentations, case presentations, lecture notes, etc. can be accessed in a single place for all of your participants to keep track of. We also have secure access control. So only those participants who have signed up for the program can access the materials, and you don't have to worry about security and access controls or any other kind of security gaps. We also have system generated certification. So in case your program is offering a certificate of completion to your participants after the program, you can customize them. You can also put in your own hub specific branding and signatures so that you can customize the look and feel of these certificates. And these certificates are also QR enabled, so if anyone wants to verify the authenticity of a certificate, you can just scan the QR code and essentially iECHO will verify whether the certificate is valid or not. The next category is governance and structure. So as you know, of course, iECHO works with partner hubs around the world, and we want to make sure that we are doing this in as much of a secured and governed manner as possible. So the first feature we have is role-based access control, which allows hub owners or admins different levels of governance and privileges and permissions on the platform. And this, we provide the flexibility to the partner hub to define what kind of governance and permissioning structure would work best for your needs. In case of more complex structures where you may have multi-tiered organization structure, like say a national institute with several state level institutes under it, or a state level institute with various county or district level institutes under it, we allow large scale projects with multiple organizations involved also to be supported through a multi-tiered hierarchical structure where the overarching parent body will get access to the underlying institutes as well. We also offer easy and secure employee onboarding and offboarding. So in case there are changes to the personnel in your organization, new people joining, people exiting the organization, you can simply just turn on or off the access at an individual level, and you don't have to worry about changing your password and other kind of security gaps, which is generally quite a big security risk in these kind of programs. Coming to the support initiative, so any digital platform, of course, requires a robust support team behind it, and we have invested in various channels of user support. The first is our email support channel, which is support@iecho.org. So if you have any issue or query about how to use iECHO or any challenges you're facing, please feel free to write to us, and the team usually replies within 1 business hour in India time to respond to any queries. You can also access the help center, which is available at support.iecho.org. This is where we have various help articles and videos to guide through the functionality of iECHO. This is of course available 24/7 and hopefully will answer most of the questions or FAQs around how to use iECHO. And if you have any urgent and time critical issues, we also have live chat support on the platform. So you can directly chat with an iECHO representative who will be available within 2 or 3 minutes to respond to your query. And this is of course available currently in India and Africa time zone, and we are working towards global time zone coverage as well going forward. So again, if you need any help, the dedicated user support team is here to help you and help any of the participants joining your programs as well. And so let us know how we can help you. Next, coming to security and compliance. So this is of course a key area for us as a global organization working, with healthcare and partners in various sensitive topics. We have realized that cybersecurity, of course, is a big concern, especially in 2022, with various developments and challenges around the world. So this is something which we have invested in heavily as far as implementing cybersecurity best practices. For example, our Zoom integration with our third-party video conferencing tool is secured by design without having the need of sharing, meeting IDs and passwords over social media or, unencrypted channels. We ensure that only the registered participants can join the sessions. We have also invested heavily in technology infrastructure, partnering with Amazon Cloud. Through our AWS infrastructure, we ensure that we use best-in-class technology and security standards. And on the legal and privacy side, we've got comprehensive legal compliance with India's IT and data privacy laws. And we also make sure that all the data is stored securely and is never shared with any third party or advertisers. If you want to know more about our security and data privacy, please feel free to read the terms and conditions and the privacy policy, which is available on iECHO. In addition, our entire backend infrastructure and our technology stack has been thoroughly evaluated and vetted by third-party experts, and we have received, full clearance as far as the security is concerned. So please be sure that your data and your programs are secure with iECHO. Coming to accessibility and inclusivity, of course, the iECHO model is built to democratize knowledge as much as possible. And this design principle of making it as democratizable and as accessible as possible is at the heart and soul of what we do. And we've done this through a few different ways. The first is, of course, iECHO is available in all the major Indian and African languages, in more than 10 languages currently. It's also mobile first by design, so it works, on mobile devices. Even with a mobile number and an OTP or a one-time password, anyone can just easily log into the system without having to, type out passwords, which could be forgotten. And we also integrate with WhatsApp and SMS, so that make sure that the reminder messages and various other mobile features are also taken advantage of. And lastly, it's optimized for low bandwidth situations, so it will work well even on a 4G connection. Even if participants don't have access to Wi-Fi or a wired connection, then they should be able to access iECHO pretty smoothly. And our end goal, of course, is to ensure equitable access to knowledge without having barriers of technology access or language. So essentially looking at technology as an enabler rather than a barrier to entry. So in summary, program operations, communications, feedback, reporting, content, certification, governance, there are a lot of functionalities on iECHO, and these are just some of the most commonly used ones. In addition, we also have the non-functional side of things, so things like security and accessibility and multilingual capabilities, scalability, etc. And this is what we offer as an end-to-end suite of services for conducting your iECHO programs. And this is just the beginning. There's much, much more to come. iECHO is just very new and we're constantly working on it. And every few weeks we come up with a new version and new functionalities all the time. And just to give you a glimpse of some of the upcoming functionalities which will be coming soon, we have hundreds of new functionalities which the team is actively working on. Some of these include the Q&A forum and discussion forum where participants can ask questions, experts can answer them, people can upvote and respond to different kind of questions and interactions, which may typically be happening, on WhatsApp groups or on Facebook groups, etc. But now they can happen directly within iECHO. We're also working on the ability for public programs to be searchable and discoverable on the platform. So, for example, if we have a hub in, say, Tanzania who's running a program on TB, and another participant, say, in Vietnam who wants to learn about that and to discover this program, they would be able to go onto iECHO and search for programs in TB, and they would be able to connect with this hub and access them. Thus, we are able to actually create a platform where people can a hub which they are affiliated with, but also from other hubs around the world. We're also working on an advanced form builder tool which will allow you to customize different kinds of forms, whether they are assessment forms, feedback, case presentation forms, etc. So this will be a core part of the platform as well in the future, and of course a host of other functionalities which we are actively working on and we release every few weeks as well. So that's it for this presentation. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope this was helpful. Please feel free to go on to iecho.org and sign up. If you have any questions, please reach out to our support team or your account representative, and we would be happy to help you out. Thank you so much.